What is happening, YouTube? It's Sydney Island here. That's Island with the Y, not an S. And today, this is I wouldn't say it's a life update video, but I guess you can call it that. It's really just me venting because I don't have a therapist. So here it goes. I like to talk about the stuff that I'm going through in hopes to inspire other people who are going through the same shit. So y'all, I'm gonna be real raw and real honest in this video because you only live once. You only get this one mother flipping life. And I'm 26. And one day, I'm not gonna be 26 no more. I only can get an opportunity to be 26 for 365 days, which is 1 year. And then that's it. I will never be 26 again. And thank God, because 26 is freaking hard, okay? 26 has been very uncomfortable. It's been extremely uncomfortable. Like, this is the most uncomfortable age that I've ever been in because it's a lot of pressure. Because you feel like, okay, I'm grown. I'm an adult. I have to have this. And you have all these standards and these expectations for yourself because to the world standards, you're a grown woman. You're an adult. And if you don't have a house or your own place or a car or a full-time career or kids or a husband, if you don't have these certain things, you're looked at like you're unsuccessful. You're looked at like you're lacking. And right now in my life, I really do feel like I'm lacking. Not necessarily because I don't have those things, but at the same time because I don't have those things. I'm unmarried. I have no children. I don't have a career. I'm trying to go back to school to major in the theatrical arts and the performance arts, and I want to release an album. I want to be creative. I have all these dreams. I'm a painter and all this good stuff. And y'all, if you've been watching my videos, you know that art is my life. Art is everything. And I have made a vow to myself that I would pursue art for a living and get paid hella money doing that, because my mother is an exceptional artist. She can draw anything and everything and it looks just like how it is in reality. She's an exceptional artist. And you know, she kind of took a little bit of a tumble. And now she's not happy with, you know, her life. And I can tell that it would be her dream to just be able to make money doing art, because that's what God instilled in her to be passionate about and to be good at. And I feel the exact same way because I'm an artist too. And I'm an artist of many shades. Yeah. I'm an artist of many shades. I'm a painter, I'm an actress, I'm a singer. You know what I'm saying? I'm a writer. And the list just kind of goes on. And it's just very disheartening and hurtful to go into a workplace, a 9-to-5 ass, slavery, plantation field vibe ass job, clocking in and have you got to go up to the massa and be like, hey, can you clock me in? I mean, damn, I can't even fucking clock in myself. I mean, this is the kind of job that I had. I mean, at least jobs not had, but at least the jobs I've had in the past, at least I can just walk in the doors, boop, 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 clock in and go assume the position. This job, I gotta go up to another adult as an adult and ask to clock in. And then when I'm ready to leave, I can't just boop, 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 and then leave. Because that's the way they trap you. That's the way they trap you. It's a plantation field. It's slavery. And it's not for 90% of the human beings. Most people, if they were sent $1 million right now, most of those people who work at these restaurant jobs as servers and hostesses, because I'm a hostess right now, most of them would quit. If they would send $1 million, they'd be like, shoosh, I'm quitting, bitch. I'm gonna get me a new house. I'm gonna get me a new car. I'm gonna get clothes for my kids. We're gonna leave the state. I ain't never gonna serve a mother flipper ever again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's slavery. And deep down inside, most of us know that it ain't right. It ain't right to have to stand up on your feet for 9 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, however many hours. And then you come home and your feet feel just so raw. Like, damn. My people already did this on the plantation field. Why am I still doing this? We already conquered slavery. We already did this. Why am I doing this for a little bit of change? For $300 a week? Come on now. I'm worth more than that. I have too much talent. And once upon a time I was talking on the phone with my friend. He was like, girl, these jobs don't deserve you. Like, you are worth so much more. And that's the most beautiful thing I'd ever heard a friend say to me. And so, believe it or not, right now, I'm going through the dark night of the soul. I'm going through depression. And it's the type of depression that is very heavy. Because right now I'm staying with my friend on an air mattress, okay? And I don't really like to get into and talk about it because, to be honest, I feel ashamed. I feel embarrassed. Because I know people looking at my life like, you're 26, why are you living like this? And trust me, if I could have it another way and have it that way now, it would be that way now. But I gotta document myself going through the struggle because one day I'm gonna get out of it. And I wanna have a testimony. I wanna be somebody's testimony. I wanna be a testimony for thousands of people. And be that person that'll be like, yo, I was staying with my friend on an air mattress and I went to all these different homeless shelters, but now I have my own place and I have this and I have that. You know what I'm saying? I wanna be a testimony to people who are struggling, who have big dreams, who are super talented, and they have faith in God, and they're very spiritual and very artistic, and they feel like misfits, and they feel like outcasts, and they feel like they don't belong anywhere, and they feel stuck, and they're just struggling, but they have big dreams, and they have a lot of hope in their heart. I want to be an inspiration to those people, because right now I'm going through a depression. I've cried every day for the past several days. I cried today, I cried yesterday, I cried the day before that, and I feel confused, with my friendships, and I just want more out of life. I want more out of life. And lately I've been wanting to isolate the fuck out of myself, yo. When I tell y'all lately I have not wanted to be around nobody. Like, I don't even want to make new friends right now. I just want to stay in my bubble and create and do my artsy shit. I feel like I need to drink every day. Or at least smoke weed or something. I feel like I need to have something to kind of change my perception. Because I'm just not happy in the environment and in the space that I'm in. I feel overwhelmed and I feel stressed. And so I smoke and I drink, and this is not like me. I'm more like I just drink wine every now and then, but I'm over here drinking hard liquor every day just to cope. And I don't want nobody to get into this trap. I don't want nobody to drink to cope, because when you drinking to cope with a very difficult situation, honey, look at these braids, I'm looking crazy. When you're drinking to cope with a very difficult situation, it's going to be that much more difficult to sever from the alcohol and to sever from drinking and whatever it is that you're addicted to. The harder the situation is that you're in, I feel like the deeper the addiction is. And I don't want to sit here and say like I'm an addict, because I would never claim that for myself, because I've only been drinking like this for the past couple of weeks. It's not something that's been going on for that long, but of course I'm a little concerned just for my own health, mentally and physically, because it's not me. I've only been like, I used to drink wine every now and then. I would smoke a little bit of weed, but that was it. I never would like go to hard liquor, except for like at a party when I wanted to just like be social and let loose. I've never been like, I'm just gonna drink hard liquor by myself. Like, that's not me, and to me that's a red flag. Like, girl, what are you doing? And so the beautiful thing about today though is that I started my day off the way that I wanted to. I told myself that I was going to go out in nature with the Bible, and I'm going to meditate, talk to God. And that's exactly what I did. I went outside to the park up the street, and I sat in the grass and I meditated and I prayed and I read scripture, and I felt so much better, and I felt healed, and I felt like, and I know that the energy that I got in tune with is a healing energy, is good energy, and good things are going to come of that moment. Well, it was hours. I spent hours out there because I needed that. I needed that healing. Because for me, nature it puts me in a whole nother dimension. It just makes me feel closer to God. I feel connected to myself. I feel connected to spirit. I feel connected to all things that are just divine, and I recommend y'all going outside in nature and talking to God. And guess what is in this? Vodka, because I got problems, and I shouldn't even drink on camera because I would never recommend this to anybody. Don't be like me. Do not, I repeat, do not be like me. I'm going to conquer it. I'm going to get over it. One day I'm just going to pour the alcohol down the sink and turn completely to the Bible. And that's really my plans. And that's really what I'm going to do. It's just that, like, I almost had a panic attack earlier. I'm by myself. And it's like I've been wanting to be by myself for so fucking long. Because my life have been very social. Because I'm staying with a friend. And he got friends coming over, family coming over, his kids coming over, his nephews coming over. And I'm an introvert. I can't stand that shit. Like, not all of it. Like, I love the children. I love it when he brings children over. I love when he brings his daughter and his nephew over. Like, I love that. I love children. They really brighten the energy. And for me, like, I've been really going through it. And the thing that keeps me going is children, animals, and music. Those three things are the reasons why I'm still here. There are times when I want to take my life. And if it wasn't for my dreams to do art, children, and animals, I'd be out of this bitch. I'm honest. I'm being honest. So I wrote a list of things that I want to talk about, and so far I've been knocking them out of the park. I talked about my depression and just crying a lot and feeling this, like I have this dark cloud over me. Like, a friend invited me to go to this store, and I declined because I felt like, what's the point? I'm just going to feel like there's a dark cloud over me. So what's the point? I'm just not going to feel like myself. So what's the point? And a huge part of my sadness is work. Going to a job that I hate. And it always happens to me. Like, every time I always just like, I feel like I'm losing myself, you know? When I work retail and fast food and stuff like that, like, I just, like, I'm losing myself. I never feel happy. I'm still broke, and that stresses me. It stresses me out. I'm going to this place and I'm spending 30 hours a week. That is a lot of time. I'm spending 30 hours a week going to a place so that I can make this much money and still be poor and be stressed out and be physically aching because I'm using up on my fucking... No. And then I'm around crowds because it's a crowded restaurant. No. It's not right. And I just pray to God in this moment that you fix it for me, God. That you stop me from having to do shit that don't have nothing to do with what I'm capable of. That you stop me right now. If it's the worst thing for me to go back to work the day after tomorrow, if it's the worst thing, then don't let it happen. Let me be free, God. Just free me. I am tired of being a slave. And no offense to anybody who works fast food and retail and they love it, and that is something that brings you joy. No offense to you. Don't get all in your feelings because of what I say. This is just how I feel as an artist. How do you think an artist is going to feel doing something that's not in their field? Or let's say you're in an environment that just is completely not you. Let's say you're a country singer, right? And you sign a record deal, and the people who own the record company, they say you have to be a rapper in order to be successful on this, you know, this record deal. You're like, I'm a country singer, and they tell you, no, you got to be a rapper. You got to change your identity. Don't be yourself. Be a rapper. That's what it feels like for me working as a hostess when I'm a singer. I feel like I am not being myself. I feel like my identity is fucked. I feel like I'm not myself. I feel like I'm wearing a mask. I feel like I'm pretending to be something I'm not. And it hurts. It hurts my soul. And now I'm drinking. And the alcohol is hurting my body. And I don't like that. And that's why I turn to the Bible. I'm not making this video to complain or to ask for help, because I'm going to pull myself out of this shit. I got the Bible and I intend to read it every day until I'm out of this addiction and until I'm out of this situation. The energies in this place, in this apartment, it makes me feel sad. It makes me feel trapped. There's a heavy energy here. I don't know if I feel like there's spirits walking through this place or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm very intuitive and I'm an empath, and I always can feel energy around me. I feel it when I go to work. I feel it all bouncing off of people. I feel energy just like that. And it just be hard. But yeah, I'm making this video to say that I'm turning to the Bible, because when I stray away from the Bible, I do shit like that, where I'm sleeping around. Like, I won't say sleeping around because that was just one person, but I did have a sexual encounter with a couple of people, you know, several months back. And it's okay to have sex. It's okay to do all of that. I'm grown. I'm an adult. And you can judge me all goddamn day. I don't give a fuck. It's really just a standard that I have for myself. And I ever since I was way young, have always wanted to have sex with my husband. I've never wanted to just like have sex with random people. And I feel horrible when I sleep with somebody and then they like message me literally the next day, and then they're like, I don't want to have anything to do with you, and we're literally living together, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, like, if I had fell in love with this person and gotten to know this person and vice versa, and spent time with this person and allowed God to pick a person out for me, I wouldn't be dealing with this right now. So I'm kicking myself. And I'm letting other people lead me and guide me in my relationships and tell me, yeah, girl, you should have sex with him. Yeah, like, girl, like, and it's just like, be careful, man. Be careful, because the person that you're listening to could be just as lost as you are. The blind leading the blind. I didn't know what I was doing. But looking back on it, I'm like, I want to have sex with my husband and my husband only. Because I don't want to be treated like dirt. I don't want to be having sex with the enemy and don't know it until it's too late. So I've been going through some depression just because of that situation I just got out of, and feeling used. I used myself. You know, I disrespected myself. And I feel some type of way about the way that I've just allowed shit to happen. Constantly just not staying true to myself. And it's like, one thing I've learned is if something don't feel right to you, don't do it. It never feels right to me to have sex with somebody outside of wedlock. That's just how I was raised. I was always raised to believe that you should wait till marriage. You shouldn't just want to have sex with just anybody. And I had to learn the hard way that if you have sex with just anybody, that's going to cause mental issues. It's going to cause you to feel depressed. It's going to cause you to feel anxious. Don't do it. If you feel like that you are better and that you can hold off for somebody that really cares about you and loves you and somebody that you trust, because that's number one, you should hold off for that person. Sex is very special and it's very valuable. And I don't want to open my legs to just anybody. Okay? So, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Yes, I'm going through it. I'm experiencing a little bit of depression. But I'm going to get through it, because I always do. Like, comment, share. Above all else, share my content and subscribe, and hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button so you can get uploads and updates of this channel. I love y'all. Peace out.